Hi everyone, welcome to Technology. On this section, I'll be walking you through Introduction to Software Development Lifecycle, known as SDLC. Alright, so let's go further and see what is software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle is a process used by software industry to design, develop, test high quality softwares. It is also called as software development process. SDLC is a framework defining tasks performed at each steps in the software development process. So let's go further so I can be able to break down how software is being developed. Because if you want to work as a software engineer, if you want to work as DevOps engineer, you need to know how software is being developed. You need to know all the methods, all the models, the process, and everything. So before you can be able to figure out something, you need to know the origin. You need to know how that stuff is being made and all that. So that can give you the idea of what you actually working on. Everything I'm going to explain to you on this section is not your role, but you need to know how software is being made, because at the end of the day, we're going to prepare you as if you got 2 years experience. So this is why we're going to be walking you through all the SDLC process, how software is being developed. So pay your attention to this. So software development is a process of transforming customer requirements into a complete software product. Like I said, you can be a product owner. Some of you who's taking this course is actually taking the course to use it for their personal project, because you may have a personal project that you want to launch. Having the knowledge of IT doesn't mean you have to work for IT company though. You can develop your own products, you can set up your own project and bring out your own personal product. You understand? So that's why you need to know how software is being developed. So a software development is a process of transforming customer requirement. The service that you're giving out could be turned into a product. Give the service on internet and everybody be able to reach out to it. So let's go further and talk about the stages of how this software is being developed. So software is a product, like we said. There are stages and steps that must be followed to bring out this product of software. That's what we're going to walk you through. Software development involves these following stages. So we got requirement, design, implementation, verification, and maintenance. These are the stages that every software have to go through before they can be developed and be maintained. All right, so let's break down these stages one after the other. So what is requirement? This is important phase in the software development lifecycle. In this phase, the customer or product owner will meet with the architect, gather all the requirements, and then analyze to ensure their feasibility. So basically, to be a product owner, you don't have to be IT genius. You don't even have to know about how the product is going to come to life. All you have is idea. So we got company like Technology that you're going to meet up and tell them your idea. You might think like, oh, I want to have a Uber. Uber, what is an Uber? Sign up your account, driver sign up, then the rider sign up, add your card and all that. So those are the features that make a product. What happened to Netflix? Netflix is a server whereby every movie is being uploaded to, and that become a service. SaaS. For you to have software as a service, you don't have to be IT genius and all that. All you need is idea, and this idea can bring to life. So this is the requirement stage. As a product owner or as customer, you have an idea on how you want to bring a software or how you want to develop your service, and all you got to do is to consult an IT company and meet up with their architect and explain, analyze, and gather all the requirements. So that's the first stage that is required to develop an application. That's the first step. All right, so let's go further and go to the next one, which is design stage. So once the requirements are received, the architect will transform this requirement into technical specification and plan the software components which have to be designed. So on the design stage, the architect met with the product owner, gather all the information, gather all the requirements, based on the technology that is available at that time. Idea, it could be anything. Just like I can have an idea to design somebody with wings. That's an idea. So somebody got to design that, which is an architect. The architect know what and what is available to put together to bring this application to life. So the architect, once the requirement is received, the architect will transform this requirement into technical specification. That's the job of the architect, and plan the software components which have to be designed. So that will take us to the next step, which is implementation. So on the implementation side, the specifications are then passed on to the developers who will develop the application based on the design given by the architect. So this is the third stage right now, which is the implementation. So developers are the people who code, who write code, because developer they write in human language. Machine does not understand human language. So developer have to write this in Java, Python. There's another software entirely which is going to transform, or which is going to translate the human language into a machine language, which is bytecode. So the specification are then passed on to the developer who will develop the application based on the design given by the architect. Two teams make the DevOps, developer and the operation. Developer write codes and the operation launch the code or upload the code into a build server. So anyway, we get to that. After the developer have done his own part, develop the code, test them by unit, and there come the next stage, which is verification. So what happened on the verification? Once the development work is completed by the developer, it is then verified by the group of testers to map the application functionalities with the specification given by the customer or product owner. So this is on the verification part, whereby they're going to verify if all the requirements gathered from the customer are being met. So they have to bring it back to you to verify with you, like, is this what you dream of? Is this how you want it to work? Then they're going to send it to the build server where everybody can be able to have access to such application, such as every application that you're using right now, and if there are any changes or modification that have to be done from the customer side, then they will put this into the application and launch it, So that will take us now to the maintenance side. Once the code is verified, it is pushed into productions, like I said. Then the application will be updated with any future enhancement or optimization if and when required. So on the maintenance side, every application is being maintained until that application is no longer existing. You understand? So every application that you got on your mobile phone, that you got on your smartphone, that you got anything that you will call on internet that is going to respond to you, those are applications, and the day that that application will no longer need maintenance is the day that the application is no longer functioning. It's either they shut down the application or something happened. That's to tell you that DevOps is going to be needed forever, because right now most of ideas are being transformed into application. So they're going to be needing more DevOps in time to come in future. There's a reason why DevOps is number one game out there right now, because everybody got application. For your application to have high quality, for your application to be able to work perfectly, you need DevOps. And that's what brings us to DevOps. So basically, these are the stages and steps of software development lifecycle, which is SDLC. So this brings us to the end of this section, and I hope you learn. Thank you.